Hi, Dr. Shook here. In this video, what I want to talk about is how tuna could be making your thyroid condition worse or predispose you to Hashimoto's disease. We have some new science that is telling us that tuna and the protein in tuna, uncooked, not cooked tuna, molecularly mimics some of your own thyroid tissue and enzymes within the thyroid. This molecular mimicry means that some people, if they become sensitive to tuna, which can happen, a lot of people that eat paleo diets and that are gluten-free, that also have thyroid and Hashimoto's conditions, whenever they consume that food, their body can become sensitive to it. And a lot of times what you'll find is that people that are on a paleo diet, they eat a lot of certain foods and they don't have that much variety. And what ends up happening in those cases is that a lot of times your body likes variety. If it sees the same thing over and over and over, it can become sensitive to that food, which is basically an immune response to the food that is silent. It's not something that even causes you GI distress, and it's not anaphylactic that like you swell up. So what the problem with this is that if you develop a sensitivity, and typically this happens if your gut becomes leaky or if you develop leaky gut or intestinal permeability. And this is a process that occurs with inflammation, and there's a lot of different mechanisms that can bring that about, making your gut porous. That tuna will leak into the bloodstream through the gastrointestinal wall or through your intestinal wall. And your immune system will see that tuna as foreign and attack it. And because the tuna protein is like a lot of those tissues in the thyroid and enzymes within the thyroid, your thyroid tissues and enzymes can be attacked mistakenly. And your body's actually attacking the tuna protein mistakenly, but the problem is that the proteins, large proteins from tuna, don't usually leak into your bloodstream unless you have a leaky or hyperpermeable intestinal tract. Usually that protein gets broken down into amino acids, which are the building blocks of a protein, and then those are smaller molecules and they can go through your intestinal lining safely into the bloodstream for use by the body. So I wanted to share this with you because tuna is one of at least 40 foods that have been shown to mimic your thyroid tissue or look like it. So that if you become sensitive to those foods and you eat them and they stimulate an immune response, it can cause you to have an attack on your thyroid and either predispose you to developing an autoimmune thyroid condition or perpetuate and make your current autoimmune condition exacerbated or worse. I'm Dr. Shook. I appreciate you for taking time to learn more about your health. If you need anything or have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Thanks.